Good morning. Alright, you are actually just about done. Processings are broken a little bit. They're posting chat messages even though I got that option off. But we should be able to do clips from there on, so that's not too big a deal. Alright, so this is probably the project where I started actually doing streaming code last year. And just in case I run the event again, I want to try and take care of some stuff. These are done, but we're going to want to do them next year if that's a thing. So that has been done. This is going to be a end of this cycle. Alright, so this one, I'll just look at the code. Timestamps be easy. This might get into pulling some data, or it might get into manual descriptions. And we want to make sure we have a facility for that. These are more long shot things. Don't know if we'll get to that. This could be an interesting project, but it's an unimportant one until 019 actually launches. That I'll probably, that might be, that'll involve the other computer, so I might, well, I have grunt inits that make that, simplify some of that stuff. So I want to look into that. I don't remember. Well, we never actually used discounting last time, so I don't know what that was about. And this is going to be more like long shot stuff. I looked at it a little bit, and the problem is I've got this like cooperating system of mods, so there's not really any one place to do this stuff. So for now, this will be the main focus, and I have to remember how to actually start this project. Okay, I've got a proc file. Okay, we've got proc file for running the real thing. We've got procfile.dev, and I think I kind of had to start up a bunch of stuff at once. So I don't remember if I need a, I think I do need a polar process for things to work completely fluidly. Right, that's for its input data, which, that might be what once is for. So we have a front static server. I don't remember if I was using that. So we have main.elm. Do we have a main? We do have a main. Okay, so that must be wrapping up the two submodules. Although I've still got to donate. Oh yeah, and then watch was the other end of that. And then admin is compiled as a separate page. And we've got our DB server. But Windows, we had... Oh, that's right, I couldn't get supervisor to work. Supervisor or watch, I forget which. See, so simulated for simulating events. So we actually are just going to need a ton of little windows for this. Well, that's when we actually get to running things. Although I guess just making sure things still run would be is always, sometimes a good start. So, foreman start minus f procfile.dev. We sort of might need to restart some of these things, so let's get db going. Foreman start minus f procfile.dev. Admin. Oh, web and poll are going to be specific scripts. We gotta make sure that they run. When. Oh, you didn't. Why didn't you start up in the right context? No, and I didn't check my configuration, but we're probably in dev mode on here. Why are we not focused? Foreman start procfile.win web. Alright, so, and then that, I guess I actually wasn't using static if it was doing that. So the main page would be the big thing here. Okay, compile modules. So that stuff's still running. Notes. So original comment. Okay, got our database dump. So we only touch this one place. Insert donation. Oh, update. Do I override this? This is in poll. Load history. Oh, yeah, that's a hard insert, isn't it? I am not checking to see if original comment existed. Well, no, insert. Oh, wait. Yeah, this is only new items. Mm. I don't remember which ones I patched up. Here's the problem. But info server comment. I mean, we're not even returning. Put games ID. Donations. Donations ID. Target ID mismatch. Send up parts SFO updates. .id. Redis.get key, persist key from that. So we get that entry. Parse reply. Oh, that's the reply from Redis. So we get that back. Overwrite any fields. So you're not touching it. So actually be admin to update things. Got game info. Got donations. Matched model. Set key. Edit donation. Well, probably done editing. Update donation. Comment. No, you don't even deal with original. Well, we can do maybe some lightweight testing. So, get me a new window. Oh man, what was a... There we go. So the base server is there. But this would be an admin. How did I structure this? Is it a separate admin server? No, that's just It's just a watcher. Foreman start file.dev. Alright, so you're freshly compiled. Alright, and then I need public key. Okay, I thought it said we loaded data. Wait. So you didn't even try to log in. Right, file.dev, admin. Bin, alright, we've got build. Public to dist. So maybe I was just using that to build them. Okay. So where is admin? Okay, there's zero history. Are we still... Set key. Oh, no. It is the secret key. The public key is what you use to verify it. Duh. I was thinking, oh, I'm using it, so obviously it's public. So that is not enough characters to actually trigger login attempt. Oh, and we're in debugger. There we go. All right. You know what? Lula did a lot of things. This might be easier to find. So now what I need is it... So why are you not in context? Okay. Redis CLI? Ah, it's not an interactive, it is passive arguments. So we need to... Well, we had... This is from a dump. ID. So, Redis CLI. I probably could have dumped it somewhere in the app, but I think it's get. Okay. Host port and password. Pattern. Ew. Do we have to do something? Okay. So is donation. All right. Comment. Original comment. Well, no, that didn't do it. And this isn't applying new updates. Could it possibly be getting overwritten in the process of updating new things? Well, that wouldn't overwrite it. It'd be very weird if it did. This would be more of a poll thing. We always check for new items. There could be a bug in that, I guess. And we do insert it. Well, insert it would... If we insert it as new, it would replace the key. Yeah, I probably should have worked on this when I actually remembered what the heck was going on. So that's not doable right now. Timestamp when received by our server. So right now... Now I don't remember why I wanted to do that. So poll will be responsible for integrating this stuff. Stat map, donation. Oh, actually, that is a shared function, but let's just set up the search listing with original. Last donation ID, donation message.id, persist donation. To what extent could I actually do that as a... That's kind of at that level, just for informational tracking. Node current time. Time of day. Isn't it now that it's an actual timestamp? So if we find our polar, mission ID is loaded history. So it's not going to actually insert anything. Unless we also dump the database. Hey, Stormy, how's it going? Well, you know, I had to get a contract. So today's a holiday, so I can actually stream. So if we clear you and clear you. Oh. Okay, there we go. And we want to say console.log date.now if I recall regular JavaScript. Oh, and I completely forgot to start up my other thing, because right now I have to wait a bit. To get a query from you. To make something for me. A query from me? What? Alright, so that should be set up and going. So I've actually got that. Or do you mean you want to ask me to make something? Oh. Oh, actual... Yeah, estimate quote, that kind of thing works. Yeah, my time might be a little bit limited right now. But if you're not in a hurry... So yeah, let's see. Yeah, so I guess like... okay. Yeah, so if you want to talk about it now, great. If you don't, then uh, PM me on Twitch or Discord, or those might be the only convenient platforms. I don't know. Okay, cool. Yeah, estimates might be. It sometimes takes some back and forth to actually figure out what the scope of something is, to see what it would take. All right. Load history 0, new donations. So insert does not actually run there, apparently. Uh, Excuse me? Oh, if feed name dot process dot provider ID. Oh, this is on a single basis. Let's see if I can get something to print out here. So restart you, restart you. Yeah, well, most of the things in this application on the server side are receiving web requests, interacting with databases, a little bit of the crypto library. So, oh, and some of my code that I did in JavaScript that wraps it up in a model and does things nice. So, it would have been an interesting project to try and. Would have been a lot of ports to do that in GNOME. Ah, okay. Yeah, I just wasn't doing web stuff when PHP sort of took off, so I never ended up really doing that. And then I learned Ruby for server-side stuff. All right, so that is in fact the timestamp. What does persist donation do? Well, I've heard it's got a lot better since the old Rails people were like running away from it. Known donation IDs. Redis.set stringify persist. Persistent fields. ID dm.id. So we have to add that to persistent fields. And then still got raw. Oh, and this, oh, wait a minute, how? You didn't show up when I searched. Ah, scrolled off. But that shouldn't cause problems. $11.6K. Oh, views. Yeah, I've never cared too much about that number because anybody who comes in here and bounces will count as a view as far as I know. They don't really show you like hours watched or anything that might be a little bit more indicative of your, your average. Well, they got average viewers as its own thing. But views doesn't say anything, or they. Well, I guess views says something. It might say something about your game selection and ability to write interesting titles, which I tend to go for fairly boring descriptive titles that are accurate to what I'm reasonably accurate to what I'm doing. Anyway, so you're going to have to include, timestamp is not normally part of the model, but we do want to persist it. Oh, and actually, since this is the donation model, how does that work? I think constructor donation. Create a new one, assign all its attributes. Yeah, so it should still be on there. We're just kind of updating, maybe adding some fields, some functions. So loading, when we persist it, we have to save it. When we load it up, it should just get run through donation again. Timestamp is dm.timestamp, which will be null right now. So if we go into poll, persist donation, we would want to assign this when we find it. Actually, this would be kind of, well, donation ID. So insert goes to integrate. Integrate only gets called from there. It gets called from update, which is auto update. Okay, so it goes here to integrate donations. The new items. Tag received discount level. Actually, where was map to donation? New items. Right, load options. Right, so this is promising through. Insert donation. Well, that should really only happen. And integrate only happens on update. So that should actually happen at similar times here. Oh, if the provider gave us an ID, which it did. So this is going to be regardless. for now, we can do this. But I think what I actually want to do is say if it doesn't have a timestamp, give it one. And I guess since timestamp is sort of a common field name, I might actually want to revisit that as in case some provider uses that field. This is only in memory right now, so we can still test this. And then we oh, the whole point of doing I didn't follow the yeah, okay. Oh, actually we already know the key. Timestamp, blah blah blah. Alright, but I think I might want to rethink timestamp as a field name. This would be like received timestamp, and loading. No, not you. Poll. I want to have the database up first. And received timestamp. Alright, so that was a little baby feature, but I don't remember why I wanted to do that. I think it might just be to have it in the data. And created is a thing from the API, right? Oh yeah, that's just a straight up, it was in the source data. Okay. I wanted time received so I could see if there was any difference between those. Oh, that's right. I turned on proc file debug for the admin. Receive timestamp. Reorganize notes. Organize notes, add timestamp when received by our server. Oh, I wanted to slight difference there. I guess we should actually run the code. Oh. Okay, JavaScript doesn't do that. It's been a while. Okay, well, you didn't actually insert, did you? Did I restart that? Donations, okay. Minus amend. So this is a gnarlier problem. And that we don't ever really say anywhere. Like, if you don't know the game, what's a boom? What's an Icarus? What's a Hermes? And I actually wouldn't mind seeing this menu shrunk a bit so it's easier to keep track of this. There were definitely some favorites during the last one. You know, you saw lots of booms, occasional landmines. I'd have to look up the numbers. I think we saw some Hermes, sometimes factories, which you'd have to know what they build to know if it's really useful, but occasionally orbital defense, eco maybe. Saw lots of those. I think those are popular. Those are popular. Maybe a nuke? I don't know. Anyway, the point is there needs to be some provision for descriptions. Unit info. Yeah, I could probably go back to this script and have it dump out the description. Because I think... games... and it's media. Oh, actually, these are units. We're probably going to want this one, even though this copy isn't necessarily super up to date. We'll need some of the other things. Units. Actually, let's just use this to get into here. So, boom, bot bomb. Yeah, so we could maybe strip out the lock. Self-destruct. So that's something. We might want to provide better descriptions, but I could do that by editing the file. Actually, I might already be stripping out the lock. However, this was a little script that I had written over on my other computer. So what I probably want to do is find there. And then I'm going to need a moment to actually prepare that computer, because I don't remember what stuff I've got up. So, and it's almost time. It wouldn't be bad for a break anyway. So I'm going to come back. We're going to do some... I mean, it's actually going to be nearly trivial. And then we just update that file, and then we could see about using it. Relatively unmolested there. And a crouch fish dies for no reason somewhere. Both. Okay.
Was it? Okay. Well, let's see what happens with this. Bye, baby. So, okay, so you can empty water into it as well. So
it's getting closer. I guess I could do a double on that one. That would change that. But then I can't do anything with this one. Because anything I do there will double up that.
And a wheel. Looking up, Julia. Looking up, Julia. There's been a murder. Who done it? Oh my God. She didn't even wait for her answer. It was me. Now she's just killing everybody.
Alright. Oh, actually, that's all I can take. Probably should have made more space for that.
So wait, on the debug side, like on the development side, is there coordinates for you guys?
Coordinates?
What?
Like X, Y, and Z?
Coordinates. I know of nothing like that.
Because the game has to know somehow. So
yeah, well,
why not
I mean,
display
we've
it as
definitely
well?
seen debug tools in some of the dev streams that they don't put in.
sorry, new baby. We have Max, baby.
Oh no.
A little bit here.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's basically World War I with cannibalism. Exactly.
Mode. And I guess I'll select, these are really simple, so I'm in edge mode now, so I want to switch back to faces. Alt, right click. Guess we'll go ahead and click. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Control Z. Alright, right click. Oh, just shift right click.
Oh no. I am Alam Moon. I like it. Need a song for this life. Inspire this little girl. Ooh, okay. Oh, the tour. I love when people do the freaking tour. She might be just like looking around, but you know, show your babies.
I don't want to retain anything. Look at this. We're gonna have 7 nightmares and... Or no. We're gonna have 4 nightmares and 6 madnesses. That's actually a little on the useless side. Okay.
Alright, so go back to there. That webcam would actually end up being on top. We go to that computer. And then we turn on this camera. There we go. All right, so here's where I was exporting, and this is a JavaScript project. I probably could have gotten it to run over there, but I just had to go find it and run it and all that stuff. So this is a JSON file, much like the one we just saw. And so I want to be in this project and get us a, so this is probably a grunt file thing. So I kind of copied this from a thing that was setting up a mod. I don't know that it's actually a mod per se. Alright, there probably hasn't been any significant changes to this. Info, copy images. Well, that might be kind of a leftover thing. Oh, right, I was copying the icons. But the icons should be the same. And really, I don't expect the descriptions to have changed any. Process unit files, info. Oh, that's proc. Oh, this was an example thing. It's like, oh, well, you can press the health. So really, we just have. Yeah, I wasn't even using that. So actually, copy unit files into the mod from PA. I mean, we could try a refresh on them. Required unit files. Okay, so that one runs. Grunt info. So I don't remember if I had that as a actual. Okay, that was not a checked out file. But unit info.json, so that shouldn't be changed. We haven't run any code yet. Grunt file. Oh, we need to actually look at a Did I not copy? Or maybe I set it up to ignore that, because a lot of times I wouldn't. So land... so bot bomb, for instance. Oh, no, this is the images. So I'm analyzing them directly. Okay. So we want planetary annihilation of PA. Changes pretty. Really? I must have something ignored here. So get down to the media tree, PA. Okay, fine. We'll just go down into, no, not UI. Units, land, bot, bomb, botbomb.json. And this will be fine. So it's just description. Did I minimize this? I must have minimized this. No, that's the browser. Did I close it? I guess I closed it. Okay. Wait, no, wrong one. Grunt file. Alright, so specs.forEach. Read the spec. If not, display name. Wait, am I doing anything? Oh, because that filters out all the unbuildable units. Name equals spec, replace, info.push. Description, spec.description. And this is where we hope there's something without a description. Display name, description, description. And this is where unit info. So that's something, and then we could hand edit this file if we need to provide better information. So I don't think that this is... Oh, it actually is committed. So that would have been an alternate way to jump it over. Add unit description to info. All right, so now what we do is we take unit info and we take it over to donation config public unit info dot. Oh. Okay, so we'll have to edit this a little bit. And I think I already had... And were there any other... Oh, I had a custom thing in there. Which is just sort of manual entry. That's... Well, maybe priority as well? Well, no, that one had an icon, so that might have been why I had that one in there. One shot. Oh, there was nuke and anti-nuke, even though I don't know if we actually use the other one. And notice, I didn't notice priority. So let us, because that will give me a little browser thing I can scroll through. Because I kind of want to get this path and stuff. So we need unitinfo.json. And then we've got unitinfo.js, which is kind of the same thing. All right, so right below anti-nuke launcher. Well, I guess it doesn't matter exactly where it is. Looks like it went below ammo. Anti-nuke launcher, ammo. Alright, so just to try and avoid typos. I'm not sure what I'm copying right now. Wait, can I not? Well, that's obnoxious. Oh, I've been able to do this from completed diffs. Alright, well, it actually is in here. Okay, maybe we've gone past the A's there. Let's bring that down as removed, but right, because that got kind of duplicated. All right, and it's Control V gets the column. Why is it not happy with the syntax? Oh, because we doubled this. Well, no. Why is it not happy with the syntax? Must be some accumulation of characters that are confusing things. All right. So this we could, I mean, this isn't a very helpful description. Box a single nuclear strike. In the local area. Now, I don't know. It's frustrating. EOF. Oh, because we ended up putting that one in. Okay. All right, we copied it from there, following the way the diff went. All right, and then I guess we should be up. No, we have to grab this from the terminal, because apparently you can't copy from the GUI. Wait. Anti-nuke launcher again? Oh, I wonder if we got repetitions from the... Ah, okay, so pacifier, missile... So really the things we're interested in are there. Nuclear missile launcher ammo. So we want to take there and bring in, oops, that. Large area damage nuclear missile. Well, it does say, the name still does say launcher. Launches a single cannot build more missiles. So anti-nuke. You think the duplication might be from some Titans stuff? Cannot build more. Cannot build more anti-nukes. All right, so now we could use this as for checking our work here. So we have that. Wait, why? Oh, did I add this in a different section from the last time I did this? Yep. Because that's a straight up removal from... We want to be down around like 700 if we want to keep things consistent. Nuclear missile launcher. Interesting. No. 700 go. Nuke launcher ammo. looks like the anti-nuke might have been a little bit off as well. Apparently I did not do anything to stop the duplicates from Titans showing up. Alright, so we need to find the other anti-nuke. We should be seeing the removed lines, right? Instead of, oh, no, in the other diff I definitely saw anti-nuke. Oh, this one maybe did match, so we just saw a description. No, there's like brand new, completely new. All right, fine. And we know I saw it in the other one. The commas are really throwing me off, though. Wait. I didn't even see the additions that time. They just kind of blend in. Well, I guess there was no significant removals, although I'd swear I saw removal of the old anti-nuke. Yeah, let's some. So it looks like we have a completely brand new anti-nuke launcher, which, I mean, we didn't need to offer it last time, but I'd swear I saw that as... We actually copied that from the diff of the other one. I wasn't paying attention to the line numbers, unfortunately. Well, alright, how about anti-nuke? One-shot anti-nuke. Wait. Oh. Well, why were you duplicated? Or was that just a straight up duplication? Oh, so this actually won't stand out if it's in the right place. There's the nuclear missile. These are alphabetical, right? This is around line 100. Yeah, okay, so this has been reduced to just this. And then around... $700 we had... Yeah, so just one shot, new description. Now, this was also in unit info.js, so it can be packaged up for require.js. So the syntax is still unhappy about something here. So you're matched there, you're matched there, and you're matched there. Now I have to fire everything up here to check that, but I think our basic data is okay. Let's take a quick look at you. Okay, that's not even, the top and the bottom even counting as a difference. Yeah, so that's just data differences. Update unit info with game descriptions, and then we bump that back over. We have a little bit more comfortable streaming environment. All right, that off. And turn that off. Oh, and we can turn this camera back on. All right, so now I think it's just a straight up reload. Wait, if that was a reload, oh, we were down to XHR. Unit info, yeah, so we should have descriptions available just to figure out how we're getting that into, or remember how we're getting that into Elm. Alright, so this was that. This has been updated. So this is donation config view. Well, I think that this is donate main. Require unit info, and then we just pass it in as info. And I think that there's some sort of semi-magic translation here. Type alias arguments. Menu info, list unit info. So he must be bulk imported from somewhere. Menu. Unit info. Description. Oh, interesting. Yeah, the code I've been copying is then more separated colons lately. So now, is title, instruction title, build image, title, quantity name, build. Oh, I know what that was. Build display name. I don't know if you could do like Something like that? Oh, this is admin. Oh, do I even have... I might not even have a polar running for this. Well, let's check on my windows. Oh, actually, that was my old console. I did this one for database stuff, which, fine, we can use that. It's console. That's an unused console. That's the database. That's the polar. That's web. That's main. And we've got an error. Oh, build items. Type alias build item. Display name. Description. Where do we add display names to that? Info.json. Unit.displayName. This does return build items. I'm actually surprised that type checked. Description equals... Maybe it should have been a maybe string. No. No. Description. Move your move your units up in the queue if donation execution is backlogged. Alright, so that provides a convenient place for that. And I'm looking at stinking admin again. Where is main? Oh, so maybe it wasn't valid before. Oh, so apparently I displayed the title. And BR is definitely not a thing. HTML, title, new line. Okay, Stormy, thanks for hanging out. Alright, so entity 013. Yeah, wrong way. No, that copied it. And then I'm going to have to figure out where I'm putting that default value into priority. Make sure that's just the title. Oh, but Elm is escaping text. You jerks. Alright, so where else does this... If string.isImage text quantity name build. Alright, so it doesn't say one priority anymore. Fine. Alright, Elm. Text. Entity escape. Okay. I can try that. But this is actually the title attribute, not the text attribute. And escapes the string and then invokes html.text. Is this something trivial? Handle escapes. Oh, this might be untrivial. Huh? Okay, this is non-trivial. Alternately... I mean, we could just add some dashes or something. Still a little disappointing. So that's something. Oh. Okay, and it's not going into here. That's fine. And we've got you and you. I'm not sure if I want this all gummed up here. In particular, here we would actually possibly have some options for formatting. So we've got the image. We have display build. Yeah, display order item. Which actually kind of helps take care of that. So quantity name. Quantity name description. No. Quantity name description can use quantity name. Quantity name, description, and then where did we use build.display name for the default? Quantity, no, it was display build. Oh, we're actually going to need some structure to this. Actually, we call this a P. And then another one. So we actually want to provide some styling on these. So make that like an H4 and this like a P class equals class. Unit description. Now, do I actually have a step? I had a separate style for this. Keyframes, instruction dialog. Field set. Menu donation. Order item UL code line total. Nation quantity build. config view. Order builds, units each. Display build. Okay, so builds, and then maybe display build does the individual items. Yeah, build. So I specifically made... Oh, because this is for every build if there were multiple things, right. So build is inline block. Build... H4 has we might put something back, but build unit description is a chart margin 0. Font size. Okay, that's a little bit more reasonable. I might actually be too small. Color. We only have light themes. We want to be close to black, but a little bit lighter. And this is CSS. We can just reload. Oh, you know what? I already had. What did I do for you? Message instructions. Oh, there's a property called small. That is not. However, unit description. Oh. List attribute. Oh. It accomplishes the basic purpose. The H4 might actually be too much. And this is why we do that. All right, that actually requires a generation. Okay, 6 was too much. Or maybe I should, yeah, I should probably just use like strong. Which isn't even, unfortunately that is not a block class. Storng. Ooh. That's actually pretty strong. Alright, so we've got that. I could possibly do some sort of little info panel somewhere. For faster feedback. But that would be its own little adventure. Unit descriptions. Could we do our own rollover? Would that make any kind of sense? Oh, this is not. Wait. This should have been UI. Oops. So this was actually done. Do we have new files? No. Display unit descriptions in the config view, I guess. All right, now what do we have? Vents. We have mouse enter. And mouse leave. Now what's mouse enter versus mouse over? I mean, that's going to basically follow. We'll fire upon entering. We'll fire upon an element. Any mouse movement. Okay, well, yeah, entering. Mouse enter and mouse leave. Enters or leaves the parent container. Mouse over unless the mouse moves between descendant elements. So we want mouse enter and mouse leave is what that comes down to. So I would need some place to put that, or maybe I'd put it as like a total pop-up element somewhere. So this will, you know, I didn't preload any game data. I know I was leaving out some of that, but so games, add items. You're gonna spend most of your time on this. So having a little thing here. So this is going to get a little bit gnarly because we have to have Oh, did I do messages differently here? I did. Yeah, this is before I settled into the view-oriented messages. And actually, I could do I could actually map this to a single event. Type amount, finish amount, add one. Instruction, select. Add one string. So our view, events. Man, we have so many events in here. On mouse, enter. On mouse, leave. Yeah, so this is going to be for our build items, something like that. Menu section. Display menu item. Menu graphic menu code, menu donation, class menu item. On mouse, enter. I guess we could continue with code. Hover, just item dot code. On mouse, leave. Hover, nothing. Nation config. Update. Oh, did I have a separate model on this one? I did not. Oh, no. Oh, exposing model. Okay. Model. Info, menu. What I really want to do here, actually, I could just stick a menu item in there. We got it right there. It saves having to look it up. Nation config. List. Run player planet selections. Hover is a maybe. Menu item. Make model. Hover is nothing. Update. Wow, this is a super simple. I haven't had updates this simple in ages. Item. And actually, this isn't too bad either, because it's just model. Hover equals item. Command.none. Wait. We defined our model with menu item right here. Oh, maybe message. Definition config. Where are you coming from? From a bulk import of menu, probably. No. Menu item. Okay, that compiled. So, display menu item, menu section. All right, so then there's field set, field set. I'm not sure if I need another field set for this. This is going to be just kind of a P class hover info. Which has, I mean, for now we just do a text. Oh, I'm going to want to set the space of this. Text model dot hover maybe dot map. Well, we have to deal with the default. Maybe dot map. Does this perchance have an item dot? Well, how about display menu item, display menu item. Item dot build, item dot code. Build image, list.map build image, which actually has the description stuff. So what if we actually did this as a list.map? SA. So this is a maybe. Maybe dot map. Model dot. Model dot hover. Maybe dot map to the hover info. So if it's an item, we want item dot build. Build image on each thing. It's the build, so, and then quantity and name description. But then we have to deal with Model dot hover. Maybe with default. Oh, but then you have to go to text, I think. Maybe. One of my favorite words. It to be a maybe HTML message, but the right side is a maybe list A, list A. I think the right side. I mean, you have to be careful with right here. It's an operator, right? Maybe HTML message to A. So list A to list A. All right, how about you shut up for a little bit? All right. So with default, really should be fine. Because it's a maybe. So it has to be something. It's a blank array. So let's try always. What? That's not. It's gonna have bad precedence. What? Oh, because I put this into an array. Oh, because build item.build is an array. So we need to map it over .build and then list.map. Well, that got messy. We did not get enough parentheses. Okay, so this is where we have to guarantee it some space. And I might, in fact, need a field set. That might be where I'm getting my offsets from. Field set border none. Where am I getting margins? Div row call. And this is showing up. Can I stop doing this, please? Thank you. Yeah, I have to get it permanently on there. Let me see if I can. Yeah, looks like that's field set. View. And style. Menu section. Kinda. Hover info. You always have a... Well, let's make it min height of something. Oops, we're still in selection mode. Oh. That's going to vary wildly depending on screen size. Well, we've already got some screen size adjustments. Of course, this is only hover if you're not on like mobile or something, but that's why we have them down here. And then we can turn the titles back into just names, because that's a little bit... Well, that is technically accessible info. Yeah, that does look really bad. All right, so... Yes, there's our media sections. Now, did I have to do... we were mostly doing widths. All right, so this is actually where we just do this exactly for each thing. So you are the smallest. So let's do like 4, 3, 2. Oops. Oh, I might need a default. No, actually, that's the smallest. Well, actually, I can probably do 4, 3, 2, 1 at the widest. Yeah. Maybe I do have to do this as a fixed on screen thing. Oh. And actually, I forgot there's a breakpoint for this. So actually, this breakpoint menu section all right, so at the widest it goes there, at which point is 2 enough? Two is not enough. Ooh. Ooh. And our effective widest is here, which can actually get to 2, which actually does become too much. Which means you're probably going to need 4, and you might need more. Well, would you really have a pointer or anything this small? I guess there's this thing. Well, that's annoying because that. Oh. I might. Yeah. Oh. Wow. Okay. I don't know why that one's. Oh, because I guess it's recognizing I'm on this, so it's kind of keeping that consistent, moving everything else. Well, it's not the only place we have this information, but... so in split mode, we might... oh, it wasn't saved. That'll... well, still not enough. Actually, you've been cut down again. See, that's only going to give it more space. We've got our widest factor here. And maybe... that might be overly generous. All right, notes. And translating the encryption stuff to ports could be a real adventure. So that's going to have to wait till next time. Or actually, these might be some more urgent things. That might have to at least get... well, I already kind of switched to the other computer. We could go set up the mod for that. And I wish I remembered what some of these things were. I need to take better notes when I'm putting things off. This is... okay, this is compiled. So I got a whole bunch of stuff. Add description info to regular page view. All right, and I think I want to make that a relatively quick one. So, morning stream is over. My schedule is going to be unusual. Today is a holiday in the US, so I'm planning to come back and try to pound some more on Oni. Probably finish it up someday. I need to think about a new game after that. But otherwise, I'll not tend to be on during the day because, well, I'll see what I can work. If I can maybe do a short day streams, we'll see. Anyway, thanks to Ocerat Gaming, Dog and Lake, Telefer Cry, One Jelly Bean, Stormy Ice Leopard, Kuro Kitsune, Diddly Tacos, and Pitch Logic Dev for hosting me. Until I come back, I'll see if I can find anything to recommend. Yeah. Do I have schedule information? Yeah, schedule looks good. Oh, and this always starts out. Okay, so Ned Makes Games is working on some UI stuff in Unity. If we're going someplace cool to hang out, that's someplace cool to hang out. Thanks for hanging out with me. And yeah, I'll be back in the afternoon for some gaming, hopefully. Da, 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 da.